It's been a long pandemic. So I am going to tell you the story of a chaos draft, and along the way talk about some life, the love of magic, the love of the gathering itself, and some finance and some other bits along the way. So, a long time ago, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, me and some buddies used to play Magic the Gathering, meet up weekends, all the rest of it. Probably should have held on to a lot more of the cards that we had in the day, but we actually played the game and had a good time doing it. So of course, everyone grows up, go to university, get jobs, life happens. Now a few years ago, we met for a booster draft, and what we kind of tried to do was say every year we'd do the same, or at least meet up in some way, and maybe we hit about 3 out of 5 years doing it. Anyway, just before the pandemic happened, we planned to meet in March 2020. So literally, I think the day or the following weekend from when Britain went into lockdown was the day we were going to meet. And we haven't been able to make it happen since. It's been over 18 months and finally we're locked in to go ahead. So what I'm going to talk you through is what kind of I've been doing since then. Now for the actual K booster draft, we were going to draft some mystery booster, and a fantastic product it is. Anyway, as I say, it's been a long pandemic, so these are no longer mystery boosters and are other boosters I picked up along the way. So we're going to do a chaos draft instead, and what I'm going to do is talk you through these packs as best I know them, and then what we'll do afterwards is come back and look at the rares we pulled or anything else that's particularly interesting. Say a bit of finance stuff. I'm going to tell you what I paid for them, what I think they're worth these days, and we'll go from there. Now the way the actual draft is going to work on the day is we're going to pull 4 boosters from 4 different kind of slots. So the first slot is going to be the older boosts that I picked up. They're the more interesting ones, so the ones we're going to talk about today as well. So these first we never played with. We played till about 2004. So Cold Snap, kind of part of the Ice Age era, never got to play with it. Here there's some powerful stuff in there. So I picked this up for just under £10. I think market's about 20 quid these days. So that's shipped and including tax. So for US you'd add, or you'd multiply by 1.35.4 or something, and euro would be 1.15, and I think Canadian dollars about 1.7. So next up was Dissension. I think I paid about £15 for this, and I think market rate is about 20 quid. I think a lot of these are 20, 30 pounds. If you're anywhere in and around that, you're doing just fine. So Guild Pack was the next one, 2006. I paid £10 for this, and I think, yeah, you might be able to pick these up for about £10. You'll notice the old expert level, and there's some other old branding that changes kind of as we go through these. Next, Ravnica, City of Guilds, 2005. I paid £16 for it. I say a lot of these look pack fresh. If any of them turn out to be resealed or anything like that, we'll be doing a bit of a cone of shame for the either eBay vendor or the retailer. So we'll see how we get on. So as I say, for that one, paid 16, about £25 I think is the going market rate. So next one, Saviors of Kamigawa. I think a pretty disliked block overall. We're going back there fairly soon in kind of a new world, so it'll be interesting to see how Magic fits into the universe when it's a futuristic society. So that Saviours one, I picked up for £8. I think 20 quid again, market rate. Betrayers, much the same. What did I pick that up for? £10. I think £15 when I last had a look. And I think people kind of see Champions as the best set from that block, although probably still not all that loved. I picked this one up for 20 quid, don't ever tell the wife. And I think, yeah, £25, £30 is the going rate. So in 2004, so Fifth Dawn was the first set that we didn't play, or that I certainly didn't play. So I don't really know what's in there other than apparently Thanos' Gauntlet of Power. And yeah, looks pretty fresh. I can't see anywhere obvious that anything funny's been going on, but we'll just have to wait and see. So the next one I have, so did play this one. So Mirrodin may well have been the last one out of the bunch. Love this set. On this pack, there are some machining marks. There is another one that's got some of those. I'll assume that it's all fine and there's nothing wrong with any of that. Again, probably as good a condition as you would have pulled out of the actual booster box itself back in the day. So Fifth Dawn I paid £12 for. I think 14, 15 is probably what it's going for. Mirrodin paid 12, probably £15-ish these days. So the next one I have is Scorch. Now I couldn't, or now I can find British ones, and they are, or English ones, and they are £20 a pack. This is a Japanese one. Again, it's a Chaos Draft, so let's hope for something wild and foily and obviously Japanese in there. So I think £20 for a real deal English pack. I picked this one up for £8, and then after I picked it up for £8, I noticed the eBay vendor put the prices up pretty sharpish, so I assume they felt it was worth more than I paid for it, and that's fine. So Legions is the next one I have, 2003 set. I paid £12 for this. I think £20 going rate. Love the colour scheme of these booster packs. I think that looks absolutely beautiful. Some big bads in those sets, so hopefully we'll pull something that's pretty good. So I couldn't get hold of any. Well, this is where I kind of start to get a bit patchy about these. So Judgment, this is amazing. So I started kind of picking up odd boosters for this draft during the pandemic, and the price fluctuations have been absolutely crazy. So I saw this for £6 at one point, and I was like, ugh, £6, probably a bit much. I ended up paying £10 for it. I think the market rate last time it was 15, but actually I had a quick scan through. If you can get hold of one and pay 20 quid, again, you're doing pretty well. It's going to be horrendous to open all these packs, considering what it's probably all worth, but this is what they're for. Boosters are for drafting, and if you want anything else, you buy singles, right? So the next one I have is Odyssey. So a part of a different block. Again, I could not get a tournament, couldn't get an Onslaught. 7th edition, you're kidding. If you can even find them, they are heinously expensive. So Odyssey, obviously with Mirari, some other big bads in there. Actually, the book series was quite good when it went into Chaina's story. I picked this up for £9.95, so £10. Again, it's 20-30 quid out on the open market. And again, I said about the different branding. It's wild how much they've changed. I never actually noticed the little snow on the Expert. Right, now we're going to move into my favourite block, and the block that kind of really got me into Magic. So Plane Shift I wasn't all that hot on. Obviously Draco is a huge big bad, old branding, looks old school. Probably should have checked this one's made in Belgium. I'm sure some of them are made in other places. I picked that Plane Shift one up for £10 off eBay. Again, they're easy £30 each. So the next one I have is Invasion. This is the one I was always after. So obviously none of these videos are bloody well sponsored, because it's probably just you and me watching them. I picked these up from a company in Birmingham called Mana League. They hunted around to find me one of these. Really grateful. This is the set that mattered most to me. Again, the cards will smell like the old cards. And even if it's a crock of crap in there, I cannot wait to crack it open. Show you how much I love it. Favourite card of all time. Look how scuffed that is. That's how we used to play Magic in the day. Didn't care. Thrown together. Awful card, frankly. I don't think I ever even got its ability to go off. Don't care. Love the game. Love collecting. Love looking at them. A much maligned set now, Prophecy. Again, love that set because of the avatars. Pretty much the only reason. Love big bads. I got that for £7, I think. Again, anything else? So apparently I bought this off a former employee. I think this is the one that has the machine marks. Maybe not. Anyway, Nemesis, big, powerful set. Another wonderful set. That was 30 quid. I think it's about 30 quid out there. And finally, just for the end of the video, Homelands. Gosh, so 1995, 8 cards in a pack. I picked this up for £4, and it's about 30 quid out there now. Hated set. Might be something reserved list in there. You will have to wait to find out. We will see you soon.